Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Impossible Mowers, and in today's video we're going to be seeing if we can't get this Craftsman up and running again after sitting for many years, so stay tuned. Like I said in today's video, guys, we're going to be seeing if we can't get this automatic Craftsman mower on the road once again. Quick story for you here. I got this from a buddy of mine that I bought it from probably about a year or two ago, and I haven't had the time to pick it up until now, and it's been sitting for quite a good time. I've heard the motor run. I've heard it runs. Yeah, sorry. But we're going to see if that is true or not in today's video, and hopefully we can get this thing to move around. And in no time it'll be just like the Poulon, something that looked ratty and it turns out to be an awesome rig. It is a 4-lug big transmission here. This will be, I was thinking, because the transmission's so low on this thing, I was actually thinking instead of a trail rig, we use this as more of a trailer hauler, wood hauler, just, you know, something with toughness, strength, you know, something to tow the mowers out in a tight spot. But I mean, we might put it on the trail here and there, but nothing to the extent that the other mowers go through. But yeah, give you a quick little walk around here. I love the flames on it. Metal grill. What's also nice is the exhaust system. This is a Kohler Courage V Twin with a custom exhaust on it, which I think is really cool. Somebody went under here and welded both of the exhaust pipes and made it into one thick muffler, which is cool because I can now fiddle around with the muffler a lot more than I can with the other ones. So I could probably put something at the end of this, maybe like a cherry bomb muffler. Hell, I don't know. We can do a lot with this though, and I love it. I think it's pretty cool. I'm just hoping it doesn't affect anything here. I don't think it should. I think we're fine. But there it is. I mean, we're missing the air filter cover, but it's no biggie. Mostly everything's here. I do have a junk battery we can at least throw in here, and it'll be enough for the current to go through electrical wise. But yeah, I mean, everything's here. Got an ignition, got a key, got a throttle linkage that's stiff, but it moves. It moves. Chunk linkage moves. Steering's good in it. It's similar to the Poulon. I think I've said that before in another video. Alright, so I'm gonna actually check the oil first, just to see where it's at. Wow, that's not bad at all. Looks over full. That's interesting. Looks very over full. I don't know. Let me give it an accurate reading instead of just pulling it out. Let's have a look. Okay. It's just a tad bit over full. Kinda a tad bit. Actually, that's a good bit over full. I mean, we are at an angle, but we're not at that big of an angle. Although the tires here are flat, so don't know. That could be playing a factor, but I might end up having to drain that oil just a little bit. You don't want to run any motor with too much oil, because if you overfill it, I mean, you're just gonna have a whole slew of problems. But off the bat, I'm seeing that there's watery fuel in this fuel filter, and it's kind of rusty. Or at least old. Not so much rusty, just old. I got a new fuel filter right here though. I know it's a lot smaller, but I've ran these motors on smaller, and they do just fine. So we're gonna swap it out with this one. It's a lot nicer, a lot cleaner. Good old Hypa helping us out there. I got fresh gas, but I'm actually thinking about popping this cowl off because I'm seeing a lot of junk in here. Look at all that. we might have to pop this off and give it a cleaning, because if I start this thing, you know, I don't want to have a fire, let alone overheat this unit, because, you know, there's just a lot of crud stuck under here. But I also see that the valve covers are pretty similar to the one on that Cub Cadet, the 27 horsepower, so that's kind of interesting. And I see we have a Mikuni fuel pump here. That's nice. I mean, kind of all right. I actually haven't looked too much under here. What do we have? What's under here? All right, not bad. Might give that transmission a fluid change before the winter, just because why not? But just trying to see, where's the oil drain plug? It's usually on the filter side on some of these units, but I'm not seeing it, unless that's it right there. That might be it right there. Alrighty, well, I guess what we'll do first is we'll pop the cover off before we do anything and see what it looks like in there, and then just take it from there. So let's get to it. Alrighty, whew, that was a bit of a fight to get off. I can see why. It's pretty rusty over here. Pretty rusty. But it's also pretty dirty as well. So I'm gonna remove all the stuff, blow it out. I would use my vacuum cleaner, but we're a little too far away from the shop, which is no biggie. Yeah, so let me see what else we have here. Ooh, here's something. Maybe it's a nut or something caught in there. Hopefully this thing runs smooth, maybe. I don't know how long it's been sitting, but we'll see what we can do. Jeez, it's definitely dirty. Alrighty, well, guess we'll start cleaning it out. Alrighty guys, we ended up having to move this closer to the shop because it was just, I think it's going to be a better job well done if we do it with the vac at the end of the day. So we got the vacuum cleaner here. I'm going to put you guys on fast play and we're going to get this puppy cleaned up. So without further ado, let's get her done. Alrighty guys, so I stopped the video here just to give you guys a quick little something, alright, that we found. Whenever you're getting a used mower from somebody, the first thing you always want to try to do before you start cranking it is make sure it has the three things: fuel, compression, spark. This thing, it has compression, and I mean, so far there's no damage I'm seeing to the fuel pump, and I believe if we put fresh fuel in it, we will be getting fresh fuel. It all depends on what that carburetor wants to do. I'm not too sure. But spark was looking pretty sussy. The moment I opened that cowl and I saw rust, I know that the coils have been getting the same treatment as well as every part on this mower. So the first thing I did was I wanted to take the coils off, like I said before, and sand them down, and the magnets, so that we can clear off that rust, get a strong connection, and we can have at least some sort of chance at spark. Well, let alone, this one is just completely shredded by mice, just shredded. And the other one, which I have right here, it just broke. The tip right here where you plug it in just broke. Usually this is where I end the video, but many moons ago, a little something here for a little trivia here for you, or not trivia, but a little information here for you. Many moons ago, we did the Cub Cadet video on my brother Jasper's Cub Cadet. The big one with the 27 horsepower Kohler in it. I bought coils, or I got coils from Hypa, and they were the wrong size. I was going to send them back to Hypa because we ended up having to, you know, use different coils for that 27 horsepower motor. But I was going to send it back to Hypa, but I said to myself, something's telling me I'm going to need them, because I know they fit Chuck, and something was telling me I was going to need them. So even though I wasn't going to be using them, I kept them on the shelf. Well, anyways, long story even longer, I got lucky, and the coils that I used that were wrong, that I saved from Hypa, are the exact same. The only difference is the mounting on this one is next to the plug here, whereas the mounting on this one is under the plug here. So with all that being said, we should be able to use these coils, these set of coils, with no problem. You can see they're the exact same size, exact same shape, and these were rated for 27 horses. So that means they'll produce spark up to a 27 horsepower Kohler, specifically a Kohler V-twin, only because it's the mounting and all that stuff for it. Now, I have no idea what horsepower this is, but looking at the model number and doing some research, they came anywhere between 19 and 24 horses when they put these V-twins in. I have no idea which one this one is. Something's telling me it's a 20 or a 19. It really doesn't matter though, because I know these coils will do the right job, and we got lucky is all. So these ones are going to go straight to the garbage. It's not even worth looking at to save. It's just the coils are coming apart, you can see here, and it's just too far gone. But once again, Hypa helping us out here from the past, helping us out from the past into the future now. And we got these nice coils that we're going to set in, and hopefully we should be getting some really good spark. I think we will. I don't think spark's going to be an issue. I think at that point it's just going to be about fuel and air. But that's why you check them. If I had just started this video by cranking this thing over, it would have been a gong show and it never would have ran. And not to mention the fact that whoever worked on this motor gapped the coils completely the wrong way. Or maybe they gapped them the right way, and just weather and weathering just caused so much rust buildup to where they started grinding on each other. Not too sure what the problem is, or not sure what the story is there, but it's a good job we check these coils. So just keep that in mind, guys, whenever you're getting something like this that's been used and it's, you know, it's in an unknown condition. Always just open her up first and have a gander before you start really playing with it. With that all said, I'm getting pretty excited, not gonna lie, because everything's looking all right. I'm about to pop the plugs off in a few seconds here, or a few minutes, and I'm probably going to do that actually after installing the coils and sanding down the magnets, because another telltale sign of anything going wrong with the motor is taking out these spark plugs. You'll know anything and everything you need to know, especially have a bore scope. When you take these spark plugs out, you'll be able to see what's going on in that motor, whether there's rust, whether there's water, whether it's even worth your time. So what we're looking for is normal engine conditions. I'm looking for a little bit of just good stuff, a little bit of wear obviously, but I'm also looking for a little bit of chard in there. Nothing that's making it look like it's running rich, but used. So with that said and done, let's get these coils installed. Alrighty guys, I just wanted to quickly show you here, while I was, putting this in, I figured I'd show you guys how to put one in for some of you that do not know. What you want to start by doing is making sure that you put the coil in and you put the bolts down in, but don't tighten them. You want them to be pretty high up so that you can be able to move it back and forth and get your adjustment in. Second thing you want to do is look up the model number of this motor. It'll be located somewhere on the blower shroud or somewhere on the side of the motor with a sticker on it with the Kohler emblem and the whole nine. And the reason why I say that is because it should bring you to some sort of a parts diagram or some sort of information page on the motor, and you can be able to find out how many thousandths you need to set the gap on a coil. Now usually it's, I've had pretty good luck using a credit card. That kind of thickness is roughly the same thousandths as I'm using here. And you just kind of want to slide it in. So turn the motor, stick it in there and slide it in, and it'll go right up against the magnet here, right where I'm at. and then you can just tighten it down from there. But you don't want to be super tight, you just kind of want to be snug tight. These are very thin threads, and based on what I'm looking at here, it looks like it's an aluminum block. Maybe I'm wrong, but either way, the threads on these motors are very small, and they're very easy to strip, so you don't want to put too much oomph into them, but you do want to also make sure they're not going to go anywhere. So snug tight should do you good. And then you just plug your connector in and call it a day. So there you go. I think the next time we turn this camera on, though, I'll have both of these coils installed, and we're gonna pop this plug out and see what's happening in there. Alrighty guys, got the new coils installed. Looking nice. Let's see what these spark plugs look like now. Make sure we got it in the right rotation. Alright. So they're pretty tight. Always gets your stomach going, butterflies in your stomach or something, when you have to pop a plug on a motor like this, because you never know what it's going to look like. Let's see what we got. Yeah, I think it's going to look alright. Nice. Look at that. If I had to say anything based on this plug, and it's not really a good accurate reading because I haven't heard it run yet, but I almost want to say it's not bad. Maybe a little lean though, but it's not pitch black rich. It's like a bit of both, but it actually might be all right. It looks tolerable. I'll say that. It looks tolerable. Ooh, it's a Champion. Interesting. That might be the stock spark plug to this motor, possibly. Not sure. Probably not, but never know. So it looks like the motor's been all right, at least in this cylinder. I'll check it on the second cylinder. Put the camera down here for a second. I'll check it on the second cylinder just to be safe, probably off camera. And if in the very possible scenario it looks just like this one, we'll continue and slap the battery in it, throw some gas on it, change that fuel filter, and maybe we might hear this thing fire up for the first time. Who knows? It'd be pretty cool if it did. Okay, put the boot right in there. Snap. Alrighty, well hopefully the next time you guys see this camera rolling, we're gonna start getting this thing ready to fire, so let's get to it. Alrighty, got a drain pan right underneath. This smells pretty watery, not gonna lie. Got all that drain out. Oh yeah. Jeez, that's a lot of water. I don't even think that's combustible. Wow. Alrighty, well I'm gonna let this drain. In the meantime, we can pull this old one out. Jeez, I hope the pump isn't filled with this stuff. It probably is. Yikes. Yep. Wow, that's crazy.
A few moments later.
Well guys, we gave it our best shot. We tried to get this thing dolled up as much as we could, but when it came up to actually trying to get this thing to run, I went to go start the video with the Husqvarna jump starting the unit, and the starter's just roasted. It is not doing anything. it doesn't, it actually almost feels like it's just not even engaging because I'm just spinning it and it's not propping up. And even when I do prop it up, there's just no grab. And to top it all off, the post on the bottom here broke right off. So we're gonna need a new starter. So unfortunately that ends today's video, and damn, what a shame. Usually what I would do is I'd cut the camera off and maybe come back when we have a new starter, but truth is I don't know when I'm gonna get a new starter, and I do have to get a video out this week for you guys, but at least you got to see some of the stuff and you got to see this new mower. I'm hoping we can do a second video where I have the starter in hand, and I don't know, maybe we can hear this thing run, but at the moment it doesn't look like it's gonna be running. And I mean, that's just what happens, you know. It's just these motors sit, the parts get old, and then you have problems like these. So with all that said and done, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. What a shame, but you know, stuff happens. We've had a lot of wins on the list here, so it's about time we were due for a loss. But you know, like I said, we'll get a starter for it and make another video. Hopefully we can make something work. But with all that said and done, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the Instagram and Patreon videos and links below. And if you have any questions on where I got any of the parts considering this mower, mainly just the coils, let me know, and I can shoot you guys up with a link or something. So, with all that said and done, hope you guys stay safe, and I'll catch you guys next time. This is Impossible Mowers, out.